America, land of the free and home of the brave. The great democratic experiment. The cradle of liberty. The melting pot. America is all of these things. But what gives America character? Well, that's easy. It's citizens. Ever since its founding, countless numbers have come to America searching for that sometimes elusive dream. They came from all over the globe. And they came not by the hundreds or thousands, but by the millions. And it has been these immigrants who built the citizenry of America. Although to some, America did not fulfill its promise, but liberty was waiting by the so-called golden door. Holding her lamp aloft, she cries, "Bring me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore." Wretched refuse? What does that say about our citizens? Will we take just about anyone? Do we want wretched refuse? It is clear how one becomes a citizen of the United States. It's spelled out in the Constitution, more specifically in the 14th Amendment. The easiest way is to be born here, like me. Or, if you were not born here, you could go through an elaborate process of becoming a citizen. Congress sets those laws, and it's called naturalization, the procedure to become a citizen. It's a pretty complex process that involves form after form, examinations, tests, and fees. Thank God for books like this. Now, becoming a citizen is one thing, but understanding what citizenship means is another. What is citizenship? What does it mean to be a citizen? And if immigrants need to take a test about American history and government, how well would those of us who were born here do on that test? Do we take our citizenship for granted? Well, I decided to find out. I took several questions from the test and headed to downtown Chicago. Chicago, the city of big shoulders, the Windy City, and even at one time, the hog butcher of the world. Here I could find some good citizens, I was sure. Or at least, I hope.
refuse. Yes, your wretched refuse from your teeming stores. Attention, people of Chicago. I am looking for some citizens, some good citizens. Are there good citizens on board? Are there wretched refuse on board? Attention, attention, I need some citizens. People of Chicago. Bring me your fire. Bring me your war. Your huddled masses.
Yeah? What does citizenship mean to you?
Freedom.
Freedom?
Freedom of speech, rights,
Yeah, what else?
open-mindedness,
Yeah?
ideas. I don't know.
Yeah, it means being part of a great country, being part of something wonderful in the world.
Citizenship is a great way to promote too much patriotism, and that leads to war. I don't agree with citizenship.
First of all, you vote.
It means being able to participate in the political process. It means being able to raise my family in a country where individual rights are protected. It means a lot of things. You know, I came here. I'm from a war-torn country, so it means a lot of things to me.
Where are you from?
I was born in East Pakistan,
Oh yeah? And when did you come here?
1972.
Yeah, and so when did you become a citizen then?
As soon as I could. I think it was sometime early in the mid-70s, late 70s.
Skateboarder guys, I'm asking some questions about citizenship. You got a moment? What does being a citizen mean to you? What do you think most native-born Americans' idea of citizenship is? I mean, you've got a unique perspective.
I hope it's at least what I have. I think that some people maybe don't appreciate the United States because they're here. I think when you live outside of the country and see what is in other parts of the world, you appreciate this country much, much more.
So are you glad you're here?
Oh, absolutely.
Citizenship. Oh, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Having a lot of freedom, like doing anything that you want. I don't know.
Believe in humanity.
You keep up on current affairs?
And do you?
Yes.
I'm super citizen.
That's great.
But what makes a good citizen?
I think wearing clothes like this.
You know, it should be mandated by law.
Be proud of where you're from.
It's a spirit. Beer.
Excuse me, what makes a good citizen?
Good citizen?
Yes.
They're patriotic.
They're patriot, kind of like me?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Not very much.
No?
Not very much.
Why?
Why? Because the government's against people.
So you don't vote or? No? When was the last time you voted?
About 4 years ago.
Are you good citizens?
Of course.
Okay, what does that mean?
Punch her shoulder. I guess that you know what's going on and you participate.
Okay, you can't quite participate yet, but what does participating mean?
I don't know. What does it mean?
Participating is like going and like doing stuff.
Like what? What's the biggest thing that a citizen does?
Participates.
Complain, Alex, say complain.
Complain.
Somebody who believes in their country, I guess, and somebody who doesn't sit around and vacillate and does something, you know, when the
Honesty. Loyalty. And trust.
What does citizenship mean to you?
Long waits, inefficient government, and help me with a third. Everything should be in triads. Union civil servants. Thank you.
So so citizenship's not a good thing?
It would be if the government worked. We are immigration lawyers.
Especially since they came out with since the Mark chips and the Beast computers came out of Area 51.
Oh, of course.
Yes, the multiple automated readout computer chips and the battle engagement area simulation and tracking computers.
It means good things. I'm a part of something.
And what are you a part of? Yeah, I see what you mean. That's nice. Now
We're the greatest country in the world. That's what you're a part of.
And you know, a lot of people want to become part of this great country, and they have to take a citizenship test in order to do it. I've got some questions here with me. Okay, you ready for the challenge? Okay, I'll ask you a few questions.
No way.
Oh, come on.
History and geography were my worst subjects.
Okay,
Talk to me
that's
about
okay.
Math or something.
Okay, you know what? I'll find an easy one.
Okay.
Let me look.
Might be something on math.
All right, here. Which amendment gave women the right to vote?
Isn't it B? Is it the 19th?
I think it's A.
So you say A, you say?
I'll say B.
Well, B is right. You are absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Women's suffrage, the 19th Amendment, B?
That is correct.
Oh my God.
The 9th? No.
No. The
14th?
No.
18th. No.
You're close.
19th.
The 19th, yes. The 19th. Which amendment gave women the right to vote?
19th.
Excellent.
19?
19th.
Very good. Didn't even hesitate. Why did George Washington serve only 2 terms as president? The Constitution limits the president's term. He retired. He was not reelected, or he died.
Retired?
He retired. You are absolutely correct.
He retired.
Absolutely. Why did George Washington serve only 2 terms as president?
It's not A. Look, I'm process of elimination here. He didn't retire. Did he?
Was he not
did he die?
reelected? I don't.
Did he die? It's
I don't
C or
think
D.
he died in office.
Maybe he retired. I don't think he did either. No.
It's B or
B
C.
or C.
I'm gonna go with.
I'm gonna say
I'm going with B.
You're absolutely right. B, he retired.
I think he was not reelected, but I'm not sure.
Okay, no, he retired. The Constitution limits the president's term. He retired. He was not reelected, or he died.
He died.
I'm sorry, that is not correct. That is not correct. He
Wasn't A.
he retired.
He retired.
He retired. In which war was the city of Washington, D.C. burned down? The War of 1812, the Civil War, the Revolutionary War, the Spanish-American War, or none of these? Washington was never burned down.
Oh, wow. You know what? Washington was never burned down. E.
No, I'm sorry, it was. In the War of 1812, completely burnt to the ground. In which war was the city of Washington, D.C. burned down? 1812.
1812, maybe?
Very good. That is absolutely correct.
The War of 1812.
Absolutely. Which of these states did not secede from the Union before the Civil War?
Before the Civil War?
Yep.
Maryland, definitely.
I'm gonna go with her on that.
Florida?
Is that your final answer?
No, not Maryland. I don't think so. Was it Tennessee? Tennessee or Florida?
Which of these states did not secede from the Union?
Tennessee did, didn't it?
I have no clue, man. I don't even know what that means.
It means to leave.
To leave. Which
I don't
one?
even
Which
know.
did not leave the Union? Florida?
No, it is Maryland, actually.
Is it really?
Yes. Abraham Lincoln tried to keep Maryland in.
I would guess Tennessee.
Okay, that is not right. It's Maryland. It's Maryland.
Is it Florida?
I'm sorry, it's Maryland. Maryland.
Maryland.
You are absolutely correct.
Thank you.
How many members make up the House of Representatives?
C, 435.
How many members make up the House of Representatives? Take a guess.
In high school.
Yeah, take a guess.
281.
435.
435.
Boy, I thought it was 530 something, but I guess it must be 525.
Actually, in the House of Representatives, it's
No, it's 35.
It's 435, and then it's 535 altogether with the Congress.
How many members? It's proportional, so 50 times about
About 200.
A little bit higher than that.
223.
Higher. How about 435?
I was gonna say 400. I was gonna say 400.
Were you? How many members are in the Senate?
Times 2.
100.
Yes, very good.
House of Representatives. Well, there's going to be. You need representative. A.
I'm sorry, that's the Senate is A, but the House of Representatives is C. Okay, hang on, one more.
I would be turning out
one more.
right about now.
Yeah, we're gonna get you deported in a moment. By what document did the new states of the United States of America originally govern themselves? The Mayflower Compact, the Declaration of Independence, the Articles of Confederation, or the Constitution?
C.
Yes, you're absolutely correct. I do have a question for you. Does knowing these answers make a person a good citizen?
No.
Okay, and then what does?
I think your ability to uphold the law, the way you're going to treat other people, what you're going to do for the country, what you're going to bring to the country, what kind of legitimacy you offer the country. How you're going to bring up your kids. You're going to be a good father, you're going to make them fatherless. I think, that's what's going to make you a good citizen.
Okay, how many members are in the House of Representatives?
435.
Excellent. How about in the Senate?
100.
What was the last state to be admitted to the Union?
Hawaii.
Not quite.
Alaska.
Okay. Hold it. This is really embarrassing. I made a mistake. When he said Hawaii was the last state, he was actually right. And it was I who was wrong. You see, you always need to check your sources, which I didn't do. And I should have. It's my fault. Hawaii was the last state, but according to How to Become a U.S. Citizen, it was Alaska. So this only goes to show you, always check your sources. Books can be wrong, and consequently, so can teachers. What amendment allowed women the right to vote?
The 19th.
Very good. And what amendment outlawed slavery?
That was the 14th. 13th.
13th. Very good. You are a good citizen.
Was it Alaska? Last?
Hawaii.
I'm gonna say Alaska.
Alaska is the correct answer. See, you did.
Such a bad citizen. Thanks for making me feel bad.
No, you're not a bad
citizen. I come to
No.
Chicago just to have a good weekend.
Alaska came before Hawaii, so Hawaii.
Actually, it's Alaska. You were close.
You had to learn the preamble and we the people of the United States in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility.
That's very good.
I'm 37 years old.
That's very good. What's the national anthem?
I pledge allegiance.
That's the Pledge of Allegiance. It's the Star Spangled Banner. Can you sing it?
Oh, say
can you see by the dawn's early light? That's okay, but you did good. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Have a nice day out here today.
The Articles of Confederation.
Very good. Which of the following structures, which one is not in Washington, D.C.?
Independence Hall.
You're right. Now, where's Independence Hall?
Oh, jeez, come on. Can't I live with right?
You got it right.
You
Absolutely.
have to take it that further step and make me look bad in the camera.
What state was the last one to join the Union? Is that really important to becoming a good citizen knowing?
No. Absolutely not. But that is part of the test.
So, if you were to change the test, what would you do?
The test would be regarding freedom and acceptance and English.
Knowing English.
I always thought a good question would be like, if you found my wallet, what would you do? Take all the money out or return it to me? Those are the kind of citizens I'd like to have around.
The U.S. wouldn't even pass that.
Do you think citizens in the U.S. take their citizenship for granted?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Who makes a better citizen? Someone who's an immigrant that's come in and has worked for the test and maybe understands a little bit about what citizenship's about?
It depends. It depends.
Generally, they're more hardworking, I think, than a lot of people already here.
The rigors that they have to go through to get through the process and the stresses they endure, realistically, probably embitter them. And what we are doing is we are losing doctors, engineers, and high-quality people because they can't get through the process in 6 years. And all they want to do is work, buy a home, and be able to travel to their home country, and our government won't let them do that because of bureaucracy.
So how long is that about average then? 6 years to become a citizen?
Hopefully. No, 11 years to become a citizen, 6 years just to be able to ensure staying here.
Now, is it more difficult for certain people from different countries to become a citizen? I mean, is it stacked against certain?
Not stacked against citizenship, but against becoming a green card holder. There's a rule that says we only allow, of the amount of people we let in, a certain percentage can only come from each country, and there are 2 countries that overuse that percentage. 4. The Philippines, Mexico, India, and China. So those 4 nations, by being born there, the odds are longer for them than everybody else in the world.
Oh, is that right?
That's correct.
What makes a good citizen?
What makes a good citizen?
Yeah.
A person who pays his taxes and at least abides by most of the laws. You know?
Most of the laws?
Yeah.
So you don't have to abide by all, just most?
Well, it's like the Bible. You know what I mean? It's how you interpret the law. You know? It's how you interpret the Bible.
Okay. So do you consider yourself a good citizen?
Oh yeah, excellent citizen. I'm on parole, so I have to be.
Okay, thank you. What makes a good? Are you a citizen?
Yes, I am.
I didn't know they allowed. What are you? A fruit colada?
Hey, it's free country.
That's right. So what makes a good citizen?
Makes a good citizen is someone who votes, someone who takes the census, someone who takes citizenship seriously. Someone, I'm not sure other than that.
And you are one good fruit colada citizen.
I vote.
Excellent.
I pay my taxes.
Excellent.
I just don't like jury duty.
Have you served on jury?
No, I haven't, but soon.
Oh, they're taking your flyers. Well, thank you, Mr. Kulada.
Yeah, nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Remember how I got that Alaska question wrong?
Yes.
Well, I was a little disturbed because I thought I was right, so I went up to the B. Dalton on Wabash, and Alaska is the 49th state. Hawaii was the 50th. I checked the Rand McNally Historical Atlas of the U.S.
You heard it here, folks.
Yeah.
No, you know what? That's interesting. I'm glad you went there because I got those questions right off the citizenship test that immigrants take. And so I took the answer right off the test. I really didn't check it.
No, yeah.
So you were right and I was wrong. Now I look even more
wait,
foolish.
I could have sworn Hawaii was the 50th state, and he said so too. And she's like, yeah. So we went up to the Wabash, the B. Dalton up there on Wabash, and we checked the Rand McNally Historical Atlas, and we looked under Alaska, and it says, in 1959, Alaska became the 49th state in the Union.
Is that right? Now I wonder how many immigrants have missed that question.
I wonder too.
Well, thank you for coming back and correcting me. Thank you. By what document did the new states of the United States of America originally govern themselves?
Not the Mayflower. The Mayflower Compact, A.
No.
What document did the new states of the United States of America originally govern themselves? They declared their independence. They governed themselves under the Constitution.
So are you saying?
D.
Okay, that's not correct. It's C. The Articles of Confederation ruled for 10 years.
That's hard. That's hard.
That's a very hard one. And since the passage of the 13th Amendment, a general census has been taken every 10 years. Slavery has been illegal. Naturalized citizens have been permitted to vote, or all wage earners have been required to pay income tax.
13th Amendment is income tax. What? I don't think it was income tax. Maybe it is income tax. D.
No, it's slavery. Slavery has been declared illegal.
I missed that one.
Last one.
All right.
Last one.
All right.
Who has the power to declare war?
Initially, the commander-in-chief, and the Congress approves it. And so, what kind of answer? This is
Which one has the power?
The Congress. C.
Yes, the Congress. The president can ask the Congress.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
and then they're very good. You did quite well.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. What qualities make a good citizen? Probably should start walking back, huh? Okay, we can keep it going.
So what did I learn today? I learned that many more people knew that Hawaii was the last state to enter the Union than myself. I also learned that many people define citizenship in their own ways. People really didn't know exactly what citizenship is. Some people thought it was as simple as being patriotic. Some thought it meant freedom, honesty, loyalty, pride, trust, participation. All of these things. But what exactly makes a good citizen?
Let's turn it off now.
That is something you are going to need to think about. What makes a good citizen? Now, it's your turn.